Bartolo was born on February 10, 1841, in Latiano, Italy, into a devout Catholic family. His childhood was steeped in faith, with his family praying the Rosary daily. However, tragedy struck when Bartolo's mother died when he was only 10 years old. Her death left a void in his heart and faith, a void that deepened as he grew older. As a young man, Bartolo enrolled at the University of Naples to study law, where he was exposed to radical ideas aimed at eradicating the Church's influence in society. Surrounded by anti-clerical professors and students, Bartolo's faith eroded. His Catholic beliefs weakened, and he began exploring the world of the occult, an interest that quickly spiraled out of control. Bartolo delved deeper into spiritual darkness, participating in seances, fortune-telling, and satanic rituals. Eventually, he was ordained as a satanic priest, vowing to sell his soul to Satan. He reveled in blaspheming the Church, spreading lies to draw others away from the faith, and mocking the very beliefs he once cherished. Yet despite his defiance, Bartolo was profoundly unhappy. The more he immersed himself in the occult, the more he was tormented by despair, paranoia, and terrifying hallucinations. His health deteriorated, and he was plagued by suicidal thoughts. In his darkest moments, Bartolo unexpectedly experienced a miraculous moment. He heard the voice of his deceased father urging him, "Return to God." Shaken, Bartolo sought out an old friend, Professor Vincenzo Pepe, who persuaded him to renounce Satan and return to the Church. Pepe introduced Bartolo to Father Alberto Redente, a Dominican priest, who patiently guided him back to the faith. Bartolo made his confession, received absolution, and began the gradual process of rebuilding his soul. Though he had returned to the Church, Bartolo remained haunted by his dark past. He was obsessed with the thought that his ordination as a satanic priest had marked him forever as Satan's possession. This fear nearly drove him to take his own life. However, on the brink of despair, Bartolo heard the voice of Father Redente in his mind, repeating the words of the Blessed Virgin Mary, "If you seek salvation, spread the Rosary." In that moment of grace, Bartolo knelt down and vowed, "If it is true that whoever spreads the Rosary will be saved, then I will not leave this world without spreading the Rosary." From that point on, his life took a radical turn. Bartolo began tirelessly promoting devotion to the Rosary. In Pompeii, he encountered extreme poverty, ignorance, and superstition. Inspired by the Blessed Mother, he saw an opportunity to bring hope and faith to the people there. With the financial help of Countess Mariana di Fusco, whom he later married at the Pope's recommendation, he began building the Basilica of Our Lady of the Rosary that stands today. The first image he installed was a damaged, tattered painting of Our Lady of the Rosary with Saint Dominic and Saint Catherine of Siena. Though humble in appearance, miracles began occurring almost immediately, drawing pilgrims from around the world. Over time, Bartolo's work flourished. He founded schools, orphanages, and charitable organizations, and even wrote books and prayer manuals on the Rosary. His devotion to the Rosary not only restored his own soul but also transformed the community around him. He eventually became a Third-Order Dominican, taking the name Brother Rosario, in honor of the prayer that had saved him. His friendship with Pope Leo XIII, who shared his deep devotion to the Rosary, further solidified his legacy as a servant of Mary. When Bartolo died on October 5, 1926, he left behind a legacy of faith and redemption. The basilica he built in Pompeii continues to attract millions of pilgrims each year. In 1980, Pope John Paul II beatified Bartolo, calling him the Apostle of the Rosary. Bartolo's story reminds us that no soul is beyond the reach of God's mercy. His prayer, composed at the end of his life, captures the essence of his journey to God. O blessed Rosary of Mary, sweet chain which unites us to God, bond of love which unites us to the angels, tower of salvation against the assaults of hell, safe port in our universal shipwreck, we will never abandon you. You will be our comfort in the hour of death, yours our final kiss as life ebbs away. And the last word from our lips will be your sweet name, O Queen of the Rosary of Pompeii, O dearest Mother, O refuge of sinners, O sovereign consoler of the afflicted. May you be everywhere blessed, today and always, on earth and in heaven. Amen.